Doctor Strange predicted 14,605 different outcomes for the Infinity War. What's one of the dumbest, weirdest outcomes he saw? The one where Ant-Man shrunk his hand, fisted his own ass, then expanded it in protest. Ant-Man going up Thanos' butter penis. That or Squirrel Girl finally showing up. Howard the Duck saving the day. Rocket and Mantis making violent, passionate love as they disintegrated. Rocket dies in this outcome as well. Thanos snaps his fingers to kill half of all life but accidentally kills himself too. Thanos watches Shrek and decides Earth is worth saving. The one with the orgies probably. If half of everyone I knew died, I'd be down for an orgy honestly. The Infinity Stones, instead of killing half of the population to disperse the resources, creates 1.5 times the resources. Thanos knew this but wanted the superheroes there to celebrate and help spread it safely. Doctor Strange felt this was anticlimactic. Edit. People are complaining about the strange number, instead of subtracting people by half. I added resources by half. I know it would make more sense to double it, but where the fun in that? Closing parenthesis. Captain America runs to stop Thanos but trips and hits himself in the head and dies. Where Ant-Man accidentally crawls up Hulk instead of Thanos and blows up Hulk. Oops. Also Thanos is killed by reverse Ant-Man x Thanos where Ant-Man stands on Thanos' head and grows in. Thanos enters Ant-Man and then they both explode together. Glad we didn't see that universe. I don't know, but it involves Daredevil fighting Thanos in a hallway. He saw Thanos look into his own eyes with a mirror then snap himself out of existence. Thanos snaps his fingers and half of all living beings disappears. The left half. Thanos finally tries to snap and then realizes that he doesn't know how to do so properly. Thanos gets arrested by the NYPD. Kilgrave somehow shows up to fuck with everyone. Thanos gets extreme gas at the most opportune moment, farts with the force of 1,000,000 atomic bombs, and the Avengers obliterated by the force of Thanos breaking wind. Star-Lord does a dance battle against Thanos and Thanos wins. Thor aimed for the head. Captain America uses the power of America's ass to beat Thanos. Big Wheel shows up and fucks up everyone except Hawkeye surprisingly. Thanos trips over his own feet, falls, and smashes the Infinity Stones to dust while everyone stands around laughing and pointing. Thanos kills Ant-Man in the snap. THEND. Thanos realizes even getting rid of half the population won't solve all the problems in the universe. He falls into a deep depression, binging on Little Debbie Star Crunch on the Andy Griffith Show. He becomes morbidly obese and suffers an acute heart attack. His dying wish is to play drums for Cherry Bomb on their reunion tour. Sadly, though Howard the Duck is able to negotiate the conditions and a custom set to allow this to happen, Thanos does not survive. Star-Lord doesn't fuck up the first time they try to remove the gauntlet. Thanos attempts to snap and realizes he has a giant metal glove and can't snap. So he takes it off and then gives up. Instead of destroying half of all life, as in 50% of living things, 1/2 of every creature disappears, as in 1/2 a human, say the right half. And this happens to everybody, since almost no creature can survive with just 1/2. About 97% of living things die, including Thanos. The creatures that do make it start another more advanced and peaceful civilizations full of half-creatures like them. And everything in day-to-day life becomes based on half. 1/2 toilets, 1/2 teleporters, etc. This civilization grows and prospers, but gets destroyed. One a Thanos-like person, one with the same intentions, decides to wipe out half of all life in the universe to save resources and make everybody rich, and accidentally destroys the remaining 1/2 of all living things, thus ending all life in the universe. TL. Doctor. 1/2 of every creature's body is destroyed. Sometime later, Somebody does this again and kills the remaining one-half of people's bodies. Everybody dies. They convince Thanos to team up with them and open a traveling circus. The Avengers bring Ben Shapiro to Thanos. Shapiro and Thanos argue for hours about the consequences of the snap. But Thanos destroys him with facts and logic. Thanos is thwarted last minute by a random mother taking off her flip-flop and demanding Thanos hand over the gauntlet. Fucking Kevin Bacon becomes the new ruler of the galaxy. The Avengers expose his homophobic tweets from 2008. Thanos is now cancelled. Obviously half the population is killed, but only one sex survives. Thanos being late for the battle because he was getting lessons from the Night King. Parker got the glove and snapped for some future mean vision. They tried to beat him in the dance-off. He moonwalked over their dead corpses. Thanos snaps his fingers. Half of humanity dies. ISIS claims the incident. Edit. Thanks for silver, but PLS stop buying special likes and giving it to people. It's useless. You heard of the Ant-Man going up Thanos' butt meme. One of the other outcomes was Ant-Man grows in size to shove Thanos up his own asshole. Thanos crawled up Ant-Man's ass, made him go giant, then ruled the universe using Ant-Man as a giant biomech. Korg somehow gets the stones, and when he clicks his fingers, instead of wiping out half of all life find a pamphlet in their pocket telling them about the revolution. Thanos is about to get the last Infinity Stone in Wakanda and is finally going to fulfill his plan. But he gets distracted by Captain America's ass giving the other heroes enough time to defeat him. Everything is the exact same up until the Rat is about to let Ant-Man out of the quantum realm. It just doesn't in this reality, and nothing really happens. Thanos butterfingers one of the Infinity Stones and drops it down the sewer grate. Deadpool swoops in and beats up Thanos and takes the Infinity Gauntlet. Before he can kill Thanos, Deadpool's power of fourth wall breaking kicks in, thus making him disappear. Because he's rated R in a PG-13 movie. The Avengers challenge Thanos to karaoke but lose after a dazzling rendition of Don't Stop Believing. The Avengers find out they agree with Thanos and become the Dark Avengers. People forget that the Avengers lost in those 14 million outcomes. Thanos accidentally replaces the Avengers with the Justice League, the one where they get the gauntlet off Thanos and there's just another one underneath. The one where Spidey managed to get the gauntlet off and yeeted it into orbit. It didn't do anything, just delayed Thanos for a few minutes. And everyone got to watch Tony berate Peter for 10 minutes before the snap. The one where Thanos can't handle the catch of Vormir, and instead he takes Gamora to McDonald's. She throws the tantrum when they tell her the ice cream machine is down and Thanos takes her back to Vormir. There's two outcomes where they won, but in one of them Doctor Strange has to die, so he tries to shift it to another outcome. Thanos snapped, half the people are gone. And everyone accepts that's for the best. Thanos is now the head of the UN. Thanos snapping his fingers and realize every Avenger survived the snap. The Infinity Stones all become sentient beings and open up an intergalactic fast food restaurant. Thanos says no and defeats the Avengers' attacks. When Tony Stark gets the stones and snaps his fingers, his subconscious desires betray him and greasy cheeseburgers rain from the sky. Thanos gets the Infinity Stones and runs away in the Thanoscopter. Ant-Man enters Thanos' ass but get trapped inside. Deadpool shows up, explains to Thanos that he's just a comic book character created for people's amusement. Sad Thanos leaves Gauntlet to DP and goes to Canada to become a lumberjack. Half of universe sings to Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. The other half dances in choreography to it. Fat Thor loses to Thanos on Fortnite. Thanos agrees to undo everything he's done if the Avengers can beat him in a penis measuring contest. But none of the Avengers even come close. Even the Hulk is shorter than Thanos by a noticeable amount, and their girth isn't even comparable. That's when, at the last moment, Captain Marvel pulls down her pants and unleashes the fattest hog the universe has ever seen. Shamed by her immense size, Thanos undoes all that he has done, and then commits Japanese ritualistic suicide. He is buried in an unmarked grave in Area 51. Doctor Strange predicted 14,605 different outcomes for the Infinity War. What's one of the dumbest, weirdest outcomes he saw?